Crypto is absolutely on fire here. We're going to talk about if the bull run is back. Are we fully ready to go? Are we getting ready for takeoff? We are coming up on $30,000 per Bitcoin price, and we're going to talk about why that is. All of the positive news that is surrounding crypto right now. Now, again, it depends who you talk to. Some may say it's negative, but as we can see, institutional money is coming into Bitcoin right now, coming into Ethereum, coming into crypto, coming into some of the large caps, and there's a reason for that. We talked about it ad nauseum yesterday, talking about the likes of Fidelity, Charles Schwab coming together to create a new cryptocurrency exchange. Why is this so important? Well, this cryptocurrency exchange will be the most trusted. It will allow the institutional investors to feel good about investing in crypto because it's backed by the most powerful companies and asset manager funds in the entire world. We know BlackRock is getting into crypto. BlackRock basically runs our world. Seriously, that's how wealthy, that's how powerful they are. It's not just about money, it's about power. BlackRock has every major corporation in their back pocket, right? So the fact that BlackRock is getting into crypto, this basically tells me that institutional money and the smart money, if you will, is going to be getting into crypto. We're already seeing it happen. I think this is already happening. There's no reason how Bitcoin could be up 9% in the last 24 hours. And again, this is a big deal. When Bitcoin's up 9% in 24 hours, that is a massive market cap. That is a huge, huge move, okay? Just yesterday, we saw Bitcoin's price move up $2,000. That move is not happening given where we are in our economy. It's not happening due to people like us, normal folks. We don't have that kind of money to move the needle. Institutional money is coming into crypto. So that is something that I will, put out there, and that's my opinion, and I think a lot of people would agree with me there. Let me know if you do down below. By the way, when you're down there, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you do so. We're going to dive into this a little bit deeper, though. I want to talk more about, is this bull run activated? Are we fully ready to go? And what are some of the potential drawbacks we could see with the price of Bitcoin here in the next couple months? I do think the worst days are behind us, right? I do think the worst days, the dog days of 2022, where Bitcoin's price was down there at 15,000, 16,000, I think those are our lows. And again, we can have more and more confidence in these type of statements that, the more time goes on, right? Last year, even earlier this year, as we started to, reclaim $20,000 Bitcoin from coming up from those $15,000 lows, people said, this is just a fake out. Get ready. Bitcoin's going back to 10K. Well, now, flash forward, and now we're into June of 2023, it's kind of hard for me to sit here and say Bitcoin's just under 30,000 today, and we're going to go all the way back to 10,000. Now, there is a crucial number that I've talked about recently in the last few weeks that I do think we can go back and retest one final time, and that is 20,000. And this is coming from the smartest TA professionals out there. I'm not a big TA guy. I know a little bit here and there. And TA is just a tool. It's not an end-all, be-all. It's not the holy grail, if you will, right? It's just one way to look at the markets and one way to kind of dictate from historical trends what we might do. And all of the TA that I'm reading, because I do take it in, right, and take it, for what it is, all of the TA I'm reading saying that Bitcoin could go back down and test 20K. And even that feels like a stretch right now because we were down here recently at 24,000, 25,000, and we kept bouncing off those support levels, which was great to see. Now, this money is filing into Bitcoin right now, and Bitcoin dominance has been rising like crazy. When you start getting rid of the stable coins, right, the tethers, the USDCs, Bitcoin dominance is nearing 70%, meaning if you exclude stablecoins, which are massive, by the way, especially the top two, Tether and USDC, and you just look at the crypto projects that aren't stablecoins, right? Bitcoin dominance is around 70%. What does that mean? That means 70% of the market, when you exclude stablecoins, is basically Bitcoin right now. When you include stablecoins, when you include everything, it's just under 50%. We have not seen Bitcoin dominance this high in a very long time. Ethereum dominance right around 20%. So when you take all that together, when you basically join the two, you're looking at 70% of the overall market right now, with stablecoins included, is Bitcoin and Ethereum. And I can't stress this enough. This is why I've been dollar cost averaging in these two assets. And we saw what the news, said yesterday and last week. They are looking at Bitcoin and Ethereum as different asset classes, and Litecoin, for example. I think this is indicating that we are going to see widespread adoption of Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that's my opinion. I'm just a talking head on YouTube. Do not take everything I say as whatever, fact, right? It's just my opinion here. I'm trying to, provide analysis, and I'm not a financial advisor. I don't have any of those credentials. So I'm just trying to figure out the best way that, I could take advantage of these times, right? Because we know this big shift's happening. And I think as time goes on, what we're seeing is that Bitcoin is kind of in a league of its own. And I'm not saying anything really new here, but now I'm talking about more from a regulatory standpoint. If we're reading between the lines here and what's happening, Bitcoin is being deemed a commodity. And I think Ethereum is on its way in also being deemed a commodity, right? Why is that important? Well, if it's a security, there's a whole host of ways that they can kind of tear it down slowly, right? Now, what's going to happen with all these other altcoins? I don't know exactly. The great thing about crypto is it's global. They're going to be here. There's going to be great altcoins. They're going to produce great gains. I think Cardano and Solana and Dogecoin and XRP and Tron and Litecoin, Polygon, they all have great opportunities, and I think they will still produce big gains. And you see, they're up right now too. They're coming up with Bitcoin as well. But in terms of risk associated with your investments, there's no doubt that Bitcoin and Ethereum are the two, least risky options right now in crypto. And I think it's even becoming more and more clear as time goes on. And we're seeing what happened yesterday. I think this is going to bring huge, huge money into Bitcoin and Ethereum. And keep in mind that Ethereum, what the Sam hell? Alrighty. Guys, power just went out. I think the video is still going. But keep in mind that Ethereum is much, much less of a market cap. Let me see if I can put this light back on. Much less of a market cap than Bitcoin, so it should have a lot of room to go and a lot of room to run. So I do think there's probably more upside still here with Ethereum. There's also more risk associated with it. So that's why I'm, really kind of dollar cost averaging in both. But don't be surprised if Ethereum gets really close to Bitcoin's market cap in this next run, because when you look at the institutional money that's still on the sidelines, they're going to look at Ethereum as a much bigger opportunity because it's a much smaller market cap, right? So if it gets coupled in there with Bitcoin and it's a safe investment and they see it as kind of the future of smart contracts and the future of, dApps built in Web3 and the future of the internet, then look out, because things could get very, very interesting. Appreciate you guys as always, and sorry for the technical difficulties. We will be back with more videos. Appreciate you.